That theme song is so, like, constant. It's really hard to think past it. Like, at all. Genuinely. I had to turn it off while I was preparing stream because, like, it just keeps going, and so it doesn't give me room to think. I don't I don't know why. Oh, here it comes again. We're moving on. We're about to find our daddy. And I know this game is old, and I know I've played through every single fucking route, but I wanted to play this on stream, and I didn't want to put a lot of effort into streaming today, so you get what you get. Don't whine about it. Zzz. Dad. Zzz. Dad, wake up. Wake up, pretend to be dead, 5 more minutes. I let my tongue roll out of my mouth and stop breathing. Amanda shakes me. Come on, Dad, this hasn't worked on me since I was 6. I'm sorry, Amanda, this is the end for me. Dad, I swear to God. Amanda, I bequeath to you all of my earthly possessions. Spread my ashes over my recliner. Okay, well, your corpse better get into the moving van because it's leaving soon. I finally open my eyes and sit up. I'm lying in the middle of the living room, spooning a moving box. I yawn and stretch. Morning, Manda Panda. Yikes, dad breath. Go brush your teeth. That volume just a bit. Always carry a pocket knife.
Dad.
Build that, Dad. Okay. I think that's the closest to my actual skin color. And if I'm gonna be a dad, I'm gonna have a dad bod, you know? I ain't no delicate daddy. Think thick tank bod. Thick binder bod. Athletic tank bod. Slim tank bod. I don't like a lot of hair, actually, so... Heads. Well, we got a round dad bod. We gotta go with a round dad face. Shadow? Nah. Hair. Okay, no, let's fix that shit. Also, we're just gonna go ahead and do that so I can concentrate on not hating this character before I make him. Ooh, look at that, though. This is more like me, I think. No, that's how I wear my hair, actually. I can be Goku, I can just be a terrible father. I'm gonna go with the dreads. I love this game. It's so dumb. Alright, let's see. I'm a very tired father. But I also got eyelashes. Yeah, let's do that instead. Alright. Never change my eye color. There you go. An evil fucking pointy nose. My favorite thing is that none of this matters because you don't, like, ever see your character, really. Mouth. No, thanks. There we go. I look so fucking tired. It's canon, but I still feel bad. Should I have facial hair? Can I call myself daddy if I don't? Maybe we should go with the colonel? Or something a little more subdued? Absolutely not. I hate all of these, actually. Hold on. Yeah, but what dad is shaved? Especially their face. I'll go with this. Alright. Glasses. Those. Does this daddy have piercings? I mean, I certainly do. Bergie shirt. Danny sexbang costume. I kind of dig the floral. Oh, but the cats. You know what? I don't want to be too dressed up. We'll go with this. I dig this. Looking good, daddy.
Name that dad.
Name that dad. Wifey? Super. Nah. There we go. Now everybody has to call this daddy wifey. The way I entertain myself is so dumb. Be that dad.
Be that dad.
Drink a full glass of water in the morning to help wake up.
Huh.
Don't eat too close to your bedtime. Did you fall asleep packing? I got most of it done, I think. Actually, no, you do see them. I forgot. Searching around the room, it looks like I did a pretty good job. Every box is sealed except for one. Wait, straggler. What's in it? Looking in the box, I see a bunch of old photos and little photo albums. Whoa, I haven't seen these in years. I pull out one of the dusty albums from the top of the pile and we begin looking through it. Aw. That's the coolest baby I've ever seen. Two daddies. The only way your father and I could get you to stop crying was to put the sunglasses on you. But whenever we tried to take them off, you'd start crying again. You spent the first 2 years of your life with sunglasses on. Nice. Halloween when you were maybe 4? Oh my god, that dragon costume. You couldn't decide between being a princess or a dragon, so you went with both. Princess Dragon. Why do I remember crying in that dragon costume? You saw yourself in the mirror and you realized you were afraid of dragons. Seeing yourself inside the dragon's mouth was a realization of your greatest fear, I think. Right, yep, definitely repressed that memory. And this was you in your horse phase. Dad. I believe you named that plush horse Sir Horsington the Brave. I don't think that was his... Amanda lunges for his photo, but I quickly snatch it away and hold it above her head with my superior dad arms. Nice try, but this is important blackmail for later down the road. Go ahead and try me. I've seen pictures of you in your ska band. Ouch, kid. The Skamunist Manifesto had a chance back in the day. I look off into the distance and reminisce about that rad horn section. Hey, it's Emma P.
Aww.
No, Dad, that's Emma R. I didn't meet Emma P until high school. Honey, I promise you wholeheartedly that I will never stop mixing those two up. Dad, Emma R's been my best friend since I was 7. Give, like, a little bit of effort. Alright, Emma P was the one who tried to steal people's pets, fired a flaming tennis ball at the police station, pooped her pants during a sleepover. Lighter fluid, tennis ball, tennis racket, right? Dad, that was you. Oh right, that was a wild child. I was 6 when you did it. Okay, Amanda, I wasn't aiming for the police station. It just happened that there was a police station in the vicinity of where I wanted to hit a flaming tennis ball. Yeah, I remember you explaining that to the police. They didn't believe me either.
Huh.
Anyway, I gotta show this to MR. Later, she'll get a kick out of it. First photography award you ever won. Yeah, and it got us a $20 gift card to Make Fridays. And then you got food poisoning from the cheesy Tatsa blast. I think you mean food poisoning, you know, with a Z. Dad. Still, can't drive past McFridays without gagging. Still proud of you, though. Amanda reaches deep down in the box and pulls out one last photo. Neither of us say a word. We stare at the photo for a long moment. I finally decide to break the silence. This was the day... It's kind of a funny story. The day we brought you home, we got into a car accident. It wasn't anything big, just a little fender bender in the parking lot. But of course I was freaking out, and little old lady who crashed into us was freaking out, and I didn't know what to do. But your father? Oh man. He holds my hand and looks me directly in the eyes. The calmest I've ever seen him, and he says, "It's okay. It's all gonna be okay." He was right, you know. I stare at the picture for longer. Maybe too long. I miss him. I can't even imagine what it must be like for Amanda. She pats me on the back. Come on, Pops. We gotta finish packing. The moving van won't wait forever. You're right. This is a terrible car. Hi, Sin. How are you doing? Welcome. Okay. Amanda and I pile into the car and take one last look at the old house. So many memories here. Hard to believe your father and I bought this place almost 20 years ago. Oh, thanks for subscribing. I appreciate it. Hey, remember when I shattered the front window playing catch? You've always had very strong arms. Hey, remember when I shattered the other window pretending to be a robot who breaks windows? I'm doing alright. Having a slow kind of day. Day off. I got sick of reading manga, and there are indeed daddies here, son. I got sick of reading manga, and I decided that I would do this instead, so. This is gonna, like, after this, I'm gonna just start reading again, but for now, it's a healthy break for my eyes because I was scrolling so constantly that when I looked at, like, a normal screen and not at a comic screen, my whole computer started, like, drooping downwards over it. Like, I was having a visual illusion where everything was sliding downwards, and I was like, oh, maybe I should pause. You were a very imaginative child. Hey, remember when I broke the back window playing We Get It, Amanda? You break stuff. And there will be plenty more stuff for me to break in the new place. Memories to make and stuff to break. You ready? That is exactly the type of daughter I would like to raise. The type who breaks stuff. We sit in silence for a moment. I watched my daughter grow up in this house. It will forever hold a place in my heart, but it stings a little bit to leave it behind. I'm ready. The moving van begins to pull away, and I get the car into position to follow it. I watch our house, our old house, disappear in the rearview mirror. So what? So, sell me on our cool new pad. I haven't streamed in 2 months now. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I took a break from streaming as well. I think that, like, that exact reason is why I refuse to create a schedule at all. So I can stream whenever I want. I'm never obligated to do it, and I can just quit. Like, I can just stop. I could stop streaming right fucking now. I never promised anyone shit. I could stop this stream and have an 18-minute stream of me making a daddy, talking to my daughter, and then leaving. And that would be perfectly acceptable. Which is why I believe in, for myself, not having a schedule. Because I cannot be tied down. I refuse. I forgot to take my meds though. Give me 1 second. My phone's yelling at me. Oh shit, that's too many. Nope. Wait, come on. Fuck! Now they all went back in the... There we go. Yeah, I think I go scheduleless too, because it just didn't work out. For me, like, the creating of a schedule... If streaming were my job, it'd be different, in which case I would create myself schedules so I wouldn't be tempted to, like, just fuck around and not take it seriously. But it's not, and it makes me, like, basically no money, because, you know, Twitch has a certain amount before you can legally, like, get a check from them or anything. And also, they take half of everything that anyone does, which is horseshit. Which is why I provide, like, a Cash App and a Throne for people to, like, hey, if you actually want to give me money, go here. Because I am on this platform, but fuck this platform, high key. But yeah. Streaming works out different for everyone, and, you know, it's common to have a schedule, it's the practice norm, but I've made my VTuber career so far not listening to what anybody else recommends, and I'm going to continue that way, because it's... I'm still waiting for a new platform. I was considering moving over to YouTube, but YouTube is also a bitch. So fuck it. That's a grind and they still suck, yeah, very much so. So sell me on our cool new pad. I clear my throat and do my best cheesy announcer voice. Nested in beautiful scenic downtown Maple Bay, our new house features multiple places to sleep. Not only are there bedrooms for you and your sleeping pleasure, but couches and floor space where you can, yes, catch a wink. What a deal! I mean, if sleep weren't for the weak, that's my daughter. You sleep more than anyone I know. I admit my faults, Pops. I keep it real. Anyway, it's also smaller than our last house. Cozier, one might argue. Good spin.
Hey.
I think it's great. Won't we be closer to a lot of cool stuff that we can walk to so I don't have to waste gas? And I mean, trying to park downtown is, you know. Amanda, you know you're gonna have to learn how to parallel park at some point, right? Not gonna happen, Pops. I think someone needs to do a 3-point turn on their attitude. I don't know how to do that either. Have you met the neighbors yet? Not yet, but the neighborhood seems pretty quiet. So you won't have to chase any rowdy teens off your lawn? You are the very teen you mock when you say that, honey. I'm in my last year of high school. I'm practically dust. Yeah, you're a real... Oh no. You're a real... Don't you dare. Senior. Dad, I know where this is going. Citizen. I'm just gonna ignore that, but I won't forget it. So what's item number 1 on the new house agenda? Well, first, we'll need to forge a path through the solid wall of boxes that's blocking the living room. I still have to install the washer and dryer. We need to go grocery shopping. Pops, cool your jets. You have to promise me that we're gonna take a break and explore the neighborhood. Okay, you're right. We'll get some work done and then check the area out. We pull up to the new house and step outside. The lawn is freshly mown and the for sale sign is still in the yard. Hiya! And with a swift kick from Amanda, the for sale sign is no more. Nice form, Sweet Pea. I got a problem with authority! I'm so proud. I'm actually proud. Man, all that karate chopping tucking me out. I could really go for a sandwich. An ice cream sandwich. Sweetie, it's 10 a.m. Did you even see all the dogs in the park nearby? You know it. Thank you for moving us to an area where the dog-to-person ratio is very high. I only want what's best for you. I hope you're prepared for the frequency at which I interrupt conversations to yell dog to rock it way up. I mean, you do that a lot already. Hey, it's a dog! Wait, false alarm. It was just a funny-shaped rock. If you want to see real dogs so bad, let's go to that park around the corner. You can't beat the whammy bar. Amanda and I begin to stroll through the neighborhood. So in Dream Daddy, you play as the dad? Yeah, you are a dreamy daddy. And you meet other dreamy daddies. You dad together. I can't believe how beautiful it is outside. Kids are playing in the street, the flowers are in bloom, and the faint smell of a nearby barbecue drifts through the air. This place is nice. Too nice. I don't trust it. Good eye, honey. You can never be too careful. See that baby in that stroll over there? Government operative. We're on to you, baby.
Huh.
We walk for a while and eventually end up at a small park. Toddlers chase each other through the playground and dogs of all shapes and sizes romp through the grass. It's pretty crowded. Why are you here, Shiki? Please explain. It's pretty crowded. But Amanda spots a nice empty beach. We start to make our way over to it when... Heads up! Now's a good time to hit me with something, Shiki. I'll give you like 5 seconds. 4. 3. Nah, the lag is too late. Doesn't matter. Anyway, I'll just have to fake it now. Ow! A frisbee suddenly hits me in the face. Woof! A corgi with a neat Little late, but good job. You did it. A corgi with a neat plaid handkerchief tied around its neck bounds up to me, wagging its tail. I like your necktie. Rough. He runs around in a circle and nudges my leg with his nose. Oh god, this is the cutest dog. Impart upon me your wisdom, tiny dog. Nah, I'd rather pet it. But where do I pet the dog? Give him those head rubs. We need some chin scratches in here. Dare we try the butt pats? We dare. We dare. I give him the customary pats. The dog loves this. Good call. You definitely could have caught that. A guy in a Hawaiian shirt. Oh! It's our first daddy. When you said 5 seconds, I pressed the button. Oh, geez, that's a lot of lag. A guy in a Hawaiian shirt jogs over to us and takes the frisbee from me. Hi, Daddy. You know, frisbees are traditionally caught with your hands, not your face. It's a new technique. It's like disc golf, but the goal is my face. Looks like you're winning. Ha! I'm just... What? Was that fucking eggplant emoji? Anyway, I'm just messing with you. I'm Brian, by the way. I'm wifey, and this is my daughter, Amanda. I look over at Amanda only to find her sitting on the ground, rubbing the dog's tummy. Hi. Your dog's cool. Ah, old Maxwell sure loves the attention. It's great to see another father and daughter out here on such a sunny day. Where's yours? Brian gestures over to a grassy knoll where a young girl sits on a checkered blanket. She's reading a book bigger than her head. She puts it down and heads over to us. This is Daisy. She's reading the Brothers Karamazov. Don't know that one. Karamazov. Her teacher tells me that she has a reading comprehension skills of a high schooler. How old is she? 10. She's a precocious little youngster. Whoa. My natural data instinct kicks in. I must brag about my child's accomplishments. Oh no, it's happening. Go on, Daisy. Tell him about yourself. That's my girl. Amanda, get in there. Okay. HP 80 for each. Brag. Amanda here just recently won a local photography award. Wow, congratulations. Brian loses 10 HP. Daisy actually just won a statewide poetry contest. You lose 15 HP. Oh no. Item. Spelling bee photo. Child art. You unfurl your wallet to reveal a tiny copy of a drawing of a cornucopia Amanda did in 1st grade. Brian, cute! It isn't very impressive, but Amanda genuinely appreciates you holding on to it. Brian loses 10 HP. You regain 20 HP. I'm winning! Daisy just started her weekly chess club at her elementary school computer lab. She's the president too, of course. Dang, my high school doesn't have a chess club or a computer lab. You lose 10 HP. He's still below me. I can do this. Can't switch daughter. Amanda is your only daughter. Okay, last week, unprompted, Amanda helped an old woman with the grocery bags. It's extra powerful. Brian loses 20 HP. Brian, Daisy sold enough candy bars this year to get the top prize, a canoe. We're taking it out next weekend. How's that even possible? Amanda could barely get one of those sticky hand things. That's extra powerful. You lose 20 HP. Oh god. I need to save. I can't lose here. Amanda's in all honors class this semester. Brian loses 10 HP. Oh, really? I'm actually talking to Daisy's teachers about having her skip a grade. Even Amanda kind of bristles at that when you lose 20 HP. He's just below me. Band-Aid. With a flourish, you produce a Band-Aid from your pocket, take a knee, and start to apply it to Amanda's arm. What are you doing, Dad? Being a productive parent. Anyone would agree. It's an unusual gesture. Use 10 HP. Did I mention Daisy said her first word at 10 months? Daddy. Amanda's was potty. Still cute, but maybe this isn't the time to bring it up. You lose 10 HP. Oh god. I can't. Or save's coming. I will not lose. I will not lose. Okay. Instead, I'm gonna, the music stopped. I'm so sad. Did child art again. You unfurl your wallet. Tiny copy. Potty. 10 HP. 6. His is 30. Brag. Amanda's in all honors. Brag again. A few months back, Amanda started volunteering at the homeless shelter in her old neighborhood. Brian loses 10 HP. You don't say. She should talk to Daisy. She actually helped organize a food bank here in Maple Bay. Daisy. Yeah, Amanda, I'm sure we could find something for you to do. It's extra powerful. You lose 20 HP. He's almost done. I can do it. I can beat him. Amanda still uses a film camera. Wow, most kids her age probably have no idea how. How? Hell, I'm not even sure I know how. I sure don't. Not that I'm any good with my phone's camera either. Aha, agreed. You and Brian share a bonding moment. Amanda and Daisy look annoyed. The grade card is probably old spelling bee photo? You playing through your phone's browser, you managed to pull up a photo of Amanda winning her 10th grade spelling bee. Wow, congratulations, Amanda. Daisy is getting prepped for her annual spelling bee right now. Hopefully this will be your 3rd win in a row. Yikes, you lose 5 HP. Daisy here has all of her adult teeth, never have a cavity either. Amanda self-consciously pushes her lips together to hide her teeth. He's being an asshole. It's extra powerful. You lose 20 HP. Dang, he's really got us beat. Boy, it's been such a treat getting to meet you two. Ah, did he have to add insult to injury by being such a gracious winner? Can use a film camera? I sure as fuck can't. Film is too delicate for my hands. I feel like I just fuck it up. Jesus, this is a lot of talking. We just moved in. Do you live around here? Yeah, we live in that cul-de-sac down next to the coffee shop. What a coincidence. That's where we live too. Small world. Yeah, Daisy and I are in that little ranch-style house on the corner. I know that house. It's just like ours, but slightly bigger and better landscape. Does this guy have to outdo me at everything? What a lovely place. Oh my god. It's like the fucking... It's like the business card comparing scene. Oh my god. The subtle thickness of it. The subtle thickness of it. Well, I don't want to take up any more of your time. Really nice meeting you guys. You'll have to stop by at some point. Yeah, definitely. Bye. Brian and Daisy walk further into the park with Maxwell happily trotting along in tow. Do you get the feeling that he was trying to one-up us? Trying and succeeding. I can't believe that kid's only 10. What was I even doing at her age? I believe you had a bit of a thing for horses. Shame that didn't pan out. Could have majored in comparative horse studies. Not too late to minor in horse creative writing. Too close to the truth, Dad. Let us never again speak of the fantastic adventures of Sir Horsington the Brave, an epic in 7 parts by Amanda. We laugh off the horse epic and walk around the park a bit more, enjoying the day. What should we do? If it were me, I would go to the coffee shop to test the merits of this place. I gotta get my hands on a nice hot cup of the old bean juice or I'm gonna be useless all day. I think we passed a coffee shop on the way here. Maybe we could check that out. Let's do it. Oh dear. We walked down the street. What? Whoops. I accidentally pressed a thing. 1 second. We walked down the street to the Coffee Spoon, a cute little place on the corner. Man, this isn't such convenient walking distance from our place. I mean, I guess. What's wrong? Why would I go somewhere else and drink coffee on a couch when I could just drink better coffee at home on my own couch and not have to make awkward eye contact with other people? At least when I'm home, some random guy isn't gonna come up and sit on the recliner next to me and I won't feel like a little weird about it because technically he's not sitting at my table, but he is very much within my personal zone. Dad? And what's the etiquette when you have a dirty mug? Is there a bin? Do you go set it up on the counter because you don't know where else to put it? Or do you leave it there and feel your face flush hot with shame as you consider the possibility that there is in fact a bin somewhere just out of sight and now you're that jerk who left their mug? Most coffee places provide a bin. I know this because I've been there and I've worked at a lot of them.
Ugh.
Dad, are you just afraid to meet new people? Yes, Amanda! We walk inside.
Huh.
Daddy chosen. This one. I want this one. None of the others. Oh my god. Okay, I need a drink of water. Please excuse me. Oh, and he's got tattoos, I forgot. I need a minute. I need a minute to deal with all this, Daddy. Okay. Okay. Daddy processed. The inside of the coffee shop is incredibly warm and inviting. Vinyl records line the walls and patrons lounge around on the well-worn couches. Some cool tunes spin on a record player next to a little stage.
Hey.
Welcome to the Coffee Spoon, guys. How's it going? What's with the name? Oh, it's kind of dumb. It gets mentioned in this poem I like, and I thought it was a good idea at the time, and I suppose now it's still a good idea because, like, the business is still running. But people ask me that question all the time, and I give this the same answer every time, and now I'm standing here rambling, and I'm sure we're all getting more and more uncomfortable the more I keep talking, but man, we're in it now, and I can't stop. So what'll it be? I scan the chalkboard menu and am immediately overwhelmed. I'll have a Godspeed, you black coffee. Iced Tegan and Sarah. Chai Antwoord. Good choice. I don't get it. Oh, it's a pun. Tegan and Sarah, this really awesome Canadian indie band formed in 1995. They were nominated for a Grammy in 2013 and are known for being masters of not only pop hits, but meaningful lyricism. I'm doing the thing again. But coming right up. And for you, I'll have a macchiato DeMarco, please. Coming right up. Do you want that in small, medium, or Biggie Smalls? Medium. Wait, is Biggie Smalls big or small? I should change that, shouldn't I? Matt sets to making our drinks and Amanda and I take a seat on one of the couches. So his name is Matt. What's his deal? Let the man make his puns. They're cooler bands than you listen to anyway. Hey! Ska was cool once! This couch is actually pretty comfy. Maybe not comfier than our couch, but it's alright. Good lumbar support. You sink right into it. Okay, it's comfier than our couch. Amanda nudges me. Place is right next to our house, and that guy seems not only cool, but also just as uncomfortable with talking to other people as you are. You should totally become friends with him. I don't know. Come on, what do we say about meeting new people? I can't meet new people if I always stay inside and also don't go outside and also don't talk to people. Don't fucking call me out like this. I don't need it. See? We're making progress. I'm fucking streaming right now instead of meeting new people. That is like the most antisocial thing. Matt sets our drinks down on our table and I have a sip. The iced Teagle and Vera is delicious. Hi, we're new in the neighborhood. I'm Amanda and this is my dad, Wifey.
Hey.
Oh, right on. Pleased to meet you both.
Hey,
You ought to come by when my daughter's hanging around the shop. You two might get along. Yeah, I'm sure we'll maybe come in from time to time. Amanda kicks my leg from under the table. I'm sure we'll be in here a lot. You know what? Let me get your guys' opinion on something. Matt goes into the back and comes out with a fresh plate of something that smells amazing. I'm working on a new banana bread recipe I need help coming up with a name for. Well, I think we're gonna have to taste test it first so we can get the full flavor profile, you know, and really appreciate the flavor sensations of... Amanda nods vigorously. She knows this game. Yeah, we need to give that banana bread a taste if you want us doing free creative labor. I think that would be commensurate? Commensurate. With, I've taught her well. We have trained for this day. I was just gonna give you guys free banana bread anyway. Right, yes, that. Matt serves us each a piece. Amanda and I happily chow down. This is amazing. Thanks, the secret ingredient is bananas. So, any ideas? I'm stumped. Well, I think I might only be able to give you dad band puns, but I'll give it a shot. Grateful banana bread. Right said banana bread. Like Right Said Fred, but now it's about banana bread. I think the youngsters would like it, despite not getting it. That actually has a nice ring to it. Really? Yeah. Right Said Banana Bread. Strong decisions. That's art, baby.
Hey.
I wanted to say baby. I thought it would sound cool, but once I said it, I realized that it doesn't sound good coming out of my mouth and that maybe I should just leave saying baby to the professionals. Honey, you can say baby, whatever you fucking want.
Hey. Hey.
Enjoy your coffee.
Hey.
Thanks, baby. See, it sounds good when you say it. Across the way, a man catches my eye. He sits by himself, brooding over a cup of coffee. Our eyes meet, just for a moment. I hastily look away, hoping he didn't catch me staring. Who is that? We finish up our drinks and head out. Thanks for stopping in. Take care. Okay, now that we're full of caffeine, where to? I should get back to unpacking. I've got a lot on my plate right now. Did you know that moving is one of the biggest sources of stress for adults? Is it right behind the constant fear that you smell bad and everyone's too polite to tell you? Probably. Do I smell bad? Amanda gives me a whiff. You're fine, Pops. Let's go home. It's okay if you don't come in first, just make sure I don't know what that said. I get to work unpacking the various boxes around the living room. A couple of hours pass and I get some good work done. The washer-dryer unit is both washing and drying, and we can actually walk through the living room without tripping over boxes. How'd you already make the house a mess? How do you do that? That's downright fucking impressive. First visitor already. I walk over to the door and open it. Hello. A handsome, clean-cut man stands at my door brandishing a plate of cookies. I don't like you. You're too straight edge. Hello?
Wow.
Oh, where are my manners? My name is Joseph. I'm your next-door neighbor. Oh, yes, hi, I'm Wifey. That's what my name is. I saw the moving van and thought I'd bring over some cookies. My daughter Christy wanted me to let you know she baked them herself. Joseph leans in and whispers, but between you and me, she just sprinkled in the chocolate chips. We both share a laugh. Kids, right? Wow, cookies, huh? So nice to meet you. Joseph hands her the plate of cookies with a smile.
Huh.
Well, thanks for the cookies. Amanda disappears with the cookies. Amanda, come back. And she's gone. That's my daughter. Her name is Amanda. She's a charmer. Daughters are tough. Sons are also tough. Children in general are just tough. I hear that. I mean, there'd have to be something wrong with you to try and raise more than two. I have 4 kids. What have you done? Oh, I meant... Don't worry. You didn't mean to be rude. Oh no, this is the first neighbor I've met and my social life is already in a tailspin. I wonder if it's too late to move again? Yeah, okay. Is the missus around? Mr., actually, and, no, not anymore. He died. Oh, I'm sorry for your loss. No, it's alright. Wow, this is uncomfortable. We stand there quietly for a moment, acutely aware of how awkward we both made things. I'm sorry, can you close the door real quick? I look at Joseph quizzically but comply. After a second, I hear the knock on the door. Opening it, I see Joseph standing there with a huge smile. Hey, I'm your new neighbor, Joseph. I promise not to talk about your dead spouse this time. Okay, I'm throwing a barbecue for the cul-de-sac and I'd love for you to come by and meet the rest of the neighbors in our community. What do you say, pal? That sounds great. My daughter Amanda and I would love to stop by. Also, 4 kids is a perfectly normal amount of children to have. We shake hands to seal the deal. Well, neighbor, I'll see you at 3 p.m. sharp on Saturday. Sure thing, neighbor. Joseph starts walking away, but stops to think for a second and turns around. Hey, in all seriousness, raising a kid on your own can't be easy. If you ever need to talk about stuff, I'm the youth minister at a church down the street. Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't really consider myself a youth. You look pretty young to me, but suit yourself. With that, Joseph's gone. He seemed nice. Amanda walks back into the living room, crumbs on her face and cookie in hand. That was the smoothest recover I've ever seen. I should be taking notes. See? You're already fitting in great. Where did those cookies go? They're gone. I'm sorry. If it makes you feel any better, they weren't very good. So you ate all of them anyway? I guess that makes it break time. Any ideas? Joseph probably wants his plate back. I think we get a ton of good neighbor points if we bring it back. We're gonna be the best neighbors in this whole cul-de-sac. We're gonna kick all the other neighbors' butts. With kindness. Amanda and I step outside. Dude, I'm not actually sure which house is his. I'd hazard to guess it's the big one with all the well-groomed blonde children sitting in the yard. Good eye, kid. And remember, we need to make a positive first impression here. Keep it light. We walk up to the kids and wave. Hey guys, is your dad around? They all just stare at us blankly. We just wanted to return this nice plate and thank you for the cookies. Geez, these definitely are Joseph's kids. They all look exactly like him. These children are Satan. Just look at their dead fucking eyes. They were really good. I mean, I heard they were good. I didn't get to eat anything. I chuckled nervously. Well, okay, we're just gonna set this plate down on the ground real gentle and then back away slowly, right, Dad? Right, that's what we're gonna do. The kids' eyes bore into us as we scurry away. I can feel their gazes on my back even as we approach our house. I need something to get my mind off of those carbon coffee kids. I need to rest my eyes. You've been awake for what, 3 hours? And that's 3 hours too many. As we're walking home, I hear heavy footsteps come up behind us. Wifey, bro! I turn around and am greeted by a familiar face jogging up to us. Craig? Bro. Holy, wow, I haven't seen Craig in forever. It's been too long, dude. Yeah, wow, you look great. Haha, yeah, I cleaned up my act. Cleaned up his act? Are you kidding me? He's ripped. Amanda, this is my friend Craig. We went to college together. We were roommates for a while, too. Amanda, dude, you probably don't remember me, but you're so big now. Hello, and hello, cute baby. Aw, thank you. The last time I think you were about her size. This is River. Say hi, River. He picks up her tiny wrist and waves it around. River gurgles happily. Are you babysitting? Nah, dude. River's my kid. Man, it has been a long time. Feels like 1 minute we're rolling up to exams with bad hangovers and the next we're both fathers. Where you been, man? I was working out in California and just relocated the business back to Maple Bay. No kidding, Amanda and I just moved to this side of town. How's Smashley doing? Man. I mean, Ashley. Ashley is her name. She actually still goes by Smashley, and we got divorced last year. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. It's old news. We take turns taking care of River and the twins. It's all... I don't know these words. Alright, we're looking it up. It sucks because I actually can't see the screen when I'm doing this. C-O-P-A. Whoops. Hold on. Oh no, everything's a mess. You guys don't even know what's going on back here. CET, I see. Alright.
Copacetic.
Copacetic. Cool. In excellent order. He said to tell you everything is copacetic. So, we are going to write that down because I like learning new words. Give me one moment. Okay. Alright, there's the screen. There I am. We learned a new word today, guys. Copacetic. Twins? You have 3 kids? Ain't life something, bro? Right? Kegstand Craig is a father of 3. Kegstand Craig? Oh, haha, yeah, it was my old college nickname. He got it because he did a lot of keg stands. Is that a thing where you do a handstand on a keg and then drink from the keg? Right. He was very good at it. Ah, bro, I hate to be that guy, but I'm in the middle of my daily jog and I really gotta keep up my heart rate. Brought River along for, you know, resistance training. You jog daily? I jog yearly on January 1st. When I promise myself that I'm gonna jog daily for the rest of the year, but I give up after 30 minutes and just walk home. Well, it's never too late to get back into it, dude. You should join me sometime. Haha, I don't know. Come on, it'd be fun. We could grab breakfast afterwards, catch up. We could do a bro brunch like the good old days. Alright, sure, sounds great. Great, let's get that going soon. I better get moving. Good to see you guys. Craig gives a little wave, puts his earbuds back in, and jogs off. No. I can't believe Craig is ripped and has kids. I'm reeling. Why is that? The Craig I know is not fit to be responsible for any living thing, including and especially himself. One time I watched him drink an entire jar of marinara sauce for dinner. Amanda, he opened up a new jar of marinara sauce and then he drank it like it's a thing that normal people do. It was unholy, and then I asked him what the hell he was doing, and he said, and I quote, "It's basically a smoothie, bro." I mean, technically, he's not wrong. He jogs! He was jogging! He's like a totally different person. Anyway, we better get going. Home. I have plenty of time to reflect on how old I feel later. Amanda and I flop down onto the couch. Amanda has to shove some empty boxes out of the way before she can sit. Too bad we're gonna be putting my stuff right back into these boxes in a few months. No, don't say that. Dad, it's gonna be okay. I'll be fine. I know. It's just, you're my little girl. It's gonna be weird not having you around. I'll come visit, and I'll text you every day, and I'll take lots of pictures. I mean, obviously, I'm a photography major. You promise? Of course. Are you gonna be okay by your lows of them? Oh, come on. I'll be fine. I'll get a dog or something. A dog?
Yeah.
Forget art school. I'll stay for the dog. Is that what it's gonna take? Medium-sized dog, handkerchief around the neck. I get to name it. That's what it'll cost for me to give up on my dreams. I'm a woman of simple wants and needs. Well, a dog is a lot cheaper than college. Amanda laughs. Suddenly, a pile of envelopes slides through the mail slot. Speaking of college, Amanda darts over to the envelopes and shuffles through them. She pulls one out and throws the rest back on the floor. This is from McGowan College of Art and Design. Open it! But I'm scared. It's just an envelope. Yeah, it's just like my entire future, not a big deal. She takes a deep breath and rips the letter open with her teeth. We have a letter opener, but okay. I hold my breath while Amanda's eyes dart back and forth scanning the letter. What does it say? The admissions committee has reviewed your application, blah blah blah. Her face drops. Regret to inform you that we are unable to offer you admission to McGowan College of Art and Design. Amanda throws the letter on the coffee table. Oh, sweetie. It's okay. I kinda saw it coming. I knew I shouldn't have put that experimental stuff in my portfolio. Their admission officer told me they just wanted to see portraits or whatever. I pull Amanda in for a big hug. You're an amazing photographer. I know how much work you put into your portfolio. Some other school is gonna want to snatch you up for sure. Yeah, I know. It's fine. Are you actually fine, or are you just saying that? I'm fine, really. Her face says the opposite, but I probably shouldn't push her on this. Oh, and before I forget, MR and MOP are sleeping over tonight, so... You need me out of the way because I'm painfully uncool? That was just more delicate phrasing, but yes. I'll have you know that I conveniently already have plans for tonight, so you'll have a new place to yourself. Yeah, what are your plans? Quick, think of plans. Gotta attend the union meeting. Boss man's been writing us proles too hard. It's time to rise up for our rights. Dad, you're not even gonna invite me to the riot? I'm sorry, sweetie. It's an honest day's work for an honest day's riot. I'm just kidding. I'm actually going to go out and watch the game? Nice. Which game? You know, the game. One that's on tonight. The game on TV at somewhere other than here. Okay, cool. Will you do that? I'm gonna do drugs and commit some light arson with the Emmas. I'm concerned you're hanging out with the wrong crowd. Amanda shrugs. I would have expected you guys to be up to white-collar crime by this point. Maybe money laundering at the least. I'm a street rat, Pops. You're kidding about doing the drugs and crime, right? Yes, Dad. Just making sure. I give her a pat on the head. Have fun with your sports. Are you being sarcastic? No, making fun of sports is played out. Alright then. I do some light cleaning around the house and decide to clear out right before Amanda's friends arrive. Before I leave, Amanda stops me. Hey, don't forget you have that meeting with my English teacher tomorrow. Oh right, Mr. Vega. Yep, totally remembered. I'll be there. You still have some daddies to meet. Wow, I guess I really didn't think this plan through, and I'm not entirely sure where the closest bar is, and Amanda still hasn't shown me how to use the GPS on my phone, so I'm just gonna pick a direction and walk in it. Let's go. This way. Cool, okay, we're marching. We're marching in the direction of the game. Any game, really. In the distance, could it be? A big burned-out neon sign hangs above a tiny dive bar. Jim and Kim's, huh? Alright, it'll do. The bar is small and dimly lit. The crack of pool balls sounds in the back as patrons laugh and joke. A string of multicolored Christmas lights hover above the bartender. I can't tell if he's Jim or Kim. I pull up a seat at the bar. What'll it be? 1 beer, please. Sure thing, boss. The bartender slides me an ice-cold beer. I take a sip and enjoy the refreshing taste. Say, are you Jim or Kim? I'm Neil. Oh. I awkwardly turn my attention to the game, which is playing on one of the TVs on the wall. As luck would have it, my team of preference is not only playing, but is currently in the lead, which is always a good thing. That's about how much I know about sports. The brightly colored mascot, which is some kind of animal, does cartwheels. I silently cheer on my favorite team, hoping that I don't get into any confrontational arguments with a fan of the opposing team. Several people in this bar are wearing the distinctive colors of the team I dislike, though I believe from their demeanor that, like me, the passion for their team is all in good fun. A middle-aged woman holding a nearly empty wine glass sidles up to the bar and sits uncomfortably close to me. Hey, sailor. Oh, hello. Good to see fresh meat in here. I'm Mary. Come here often? No, I actually just moved to this part of town today. I'm wifey, by the way. Are you watching the game? Yeah, my preferred team is in the lead. If they keep this up, they'll win the game with ease. Oh, I love that team. I also love that game. I love someone who knows their way around balls. I'm getting the impression that she's a little drunk. Buy a gal a drink? Don't buy Mary a drink. Maybe some other time. Suit yourself, sailor. Mary saunters off, setting her sights on the newest bar patron to enter. I am not sleeping with Mary. I happily watch the game over another beer. The game has gotten close in terms of points. A little too close than what I'm comfortable with. After a particularly skilled player scores a number of points for the other team, putting them in the lead, I hear an affirmative grunt from another man at the bar. Go team. It's the brooding man from the Coffee Spoon. He sits alone, sipping whiskey and watching the game as well. I do not trust this man. Well, no, he's kind of hot. Never mind. Enjoying the game? I am now that we're winning. Oh, we must be rooting for different teams. In my opinion, my team is far superior. I have to disagree with that. Based upon our win-loss record, I'd say that my team is superior. That's where you're wrong. Since it stands right now, my team is beating yours. The conversation ends there and we go back to silently rooting for our respective teams, with both sides playing their hardest to win, but in the end my team prevails. Quiet cheers ripple through the bar. I raise a respectful glass to the man drinking whiskey. He raises his in response. An unspoken truce is formed between us based on our mutual love for the game. He motions to the bartender, who pours 2 glasses of whiskey. The man slides one over me. The name's Robert. Thanks, I'm wifey. You must be new here. Mary already hit on you? Yeah. Robert chuckles. She's a peach. Well, you picked the best bar in town. As slimy as it is, You'll never find a better spot than Jim and Kim's. Is there actually a Jim or a Kim that runs this place? No, that'd be Neil. Neil waves from across the bar. Good guy, Neil. Not enough Neils in this world. Okay. You a whiskey fella or a beer fella? Beer, but I'll drink most things. You like shots? You like shots? Thank you. Robert nods to Neil, who serves up 2 shots of whiskey. He hands one to me. Here's to your health. We take the shots. The whiskey burns going down, but I try my hardest to look tough. Wait, I think this is what making friends is. Okay, wifey, this guy's out of my friend league, but I think if I play my cards right, we'll be pals in no time. Compliment his cool leather jacket. I like your jacket. Thanks. Been in my family a long time. Passed down from firstborn to firstborn. Curse, some would say. Man, this guy is mysterious and cool. Way cooler than I am, at least. Robert signals to the bartender for another round. What are you doing here tonight? None of these are cool. Whatever, let's just be honest. Why am I lying to him? Not like forever. She was having a sleepover with her friends. Family type, huh? Single dad? He gets up. Be right back. Gotta powder my nose. Never seen Robert this talkative. He much like you. Huh, I guess so. Gotta admit that Robert has a gruff charm to him. If a guy like that thinks I'm cool, then I really must be. Robert comes back from the bathroom and grabs his leather jacket. I'm gonna go home. You heading my way? Barbara and I leave the bar and find ourselves walking in the same direction. I live in this cul-de-sac down the way. Does everybody live here? Me too. We just finished unpacking today. Great place to be. Good neighbors. Well, some of them. Who's that? We get to Robert's house, which is just a few houses away from mine. We stop and he turns to me. I don't like kiss and tell, wifey. So are we doing this or what? What? You know. Do you want to come inside or not? A wave of realization rushes over me. I blush. No thank you. I'd better call it a night. Catch you around? Sure. I didn't know he was trying to fuck me. Whoops. Am I dense? No, be honest. Am I dense, guys? Am I dumb brain? I head home, head buzzing with whiskey. What did he mean by, are we gonna do this or not? I plop down on the couch and I'm asleep before I can even get the chance to take my shoes off. I wake up to a text from an unknown number. Rise and shine, early birds still want to work out? This is Craig. Holy crap, it's 6 a.m.? Who does 6 a.m. really anymore? Without realizing it, I drift back to sleep. Whoops, I must have winked back out. I check my phone. Hey bud, still want to get your swole on? I'm ready to tear up the track. Hit me up. God, the last thing I want to do is work out. But it is Craig. I do want to catch up. Oh my fucking god. Alright. We'll work out. Let's hang out with Craig. I'm never doing this again. Hey man, I need a few minutes to wake up, but let's meet in 20. After a few seconds, another text comes in. Sure thing. Meet me at the gym. I stretch and my bones creak. I gotta stop falling asleep on the couch. I throw off my blanket and hey, wait, I don't remember falling asleep with the blanket. Amanda must have tucked me in after I fell asleep. Bless that child. I reluctantly brush on my teeth, throw on the only clothes I own that are even kind of gym appropriate, and head out. The neighborhood is quiet and serene this early in the morning. Birds chirp and grass is still wet with dew. Surprisingly, the gym is pretty crowded. I spot Craig standing out in front, stretching, of course. He spots me and waves enthusiastically. Every morning I stretch, and I always like talk myself through it, because I like... It's so dumb, but I have like repeated phrases that I say to myself to get myself to do it, because I'm like... I'm super flexible, but obviously, as you age, you use it or lose it. So like, whenever I stretch, I say, yep, we gotta do this. Not letting old age catch up on me. Use them or lose them. We're already losing some of them. and it helps me kind of like time my stretches. It's so fucking stupid. I keep doing it because I'm like, oh, guess this is what I have to do now to stay active. I lost all my flexibility already. I am double jointed in my elbows and my shoulders. I can reach all the way to the floor and touch it with my flat palms without bending my legs. And I can still get pretty close to a split, but not quite there. I also... Okay, you know that thing where people take one of their legs and tuck it behind their head? I can still do that. I don't want to, so I'm not gonna. But like, I can still do that, and I would rather keep some of that flexibility rather than lose all of it, so it's good to take care of yourself, I suppose. I tried. Do not try. Like, if you try and you can't do it, it fucking hurts. It hurts so goddamn bad. I know, because only one of my legs can do it, but the other one cannot do it. Okay. He spots me and waves enthusiastically. I know I've failed so many times, but I'm hard-headed. Yeah, I suppose it just... Like, the best stretch for doing that would be to sit on the floor with your legs, like, pushed together, and then, like, bend down and move your body over them. Or stretch your hands to your toes, I guess. That's some of the muscles, and then, of course, there's your hips and the inside, and you got all sorts of shit in your legs you gotta take care of. Because of my hobbies and my work, I live a pretty sedentary lifestyle, so I try to remain somewhat active, or else, like, you know, I just become a wreck or some shit. I'm a potato. You know, that is still agreeable. You're a potato. I fucking love potatoes. I see no issue with this. Hey, bro. Good morning. Hey, good to see you, man. I'm definitely not as pumped up as he is. Maybe I should have had some coffee before I left. You ready to kick some butt? Gotta stay positive, dude. With your help, I am. Help! Okay, so this one is more me. This is it. This is how I die. It'll be alright. We'll ease you through it. I was joking! We head into the gym and I'm immediately intimidated. All of these people look like they could break me in half, and it seems like Craig is friends with all of them. He high-fives and finger guns all the cool jocks in the room. They look like they could and would steal my lunch money to spend it on protein shakes. Come on, bud. Let's warm up. We head over to the treadmills and start walking. Okay, I can walk. Walking is good. This is a decent place to be. Walking. So, I know we're on treadmills. Yes. And those over there are ellipticals. Very good. What is all this other stuff? Craig laughs. They might look a little scary, but I guarantee that all of them serve a specific purpose for building muscle mass. I watch as a dude in muscle T flexes a muscle I didn't know existed on a machine I think was once used to process grain into flour. What is that? Why is that guy doing that to himself? That's a good question, bro. What do you think he's doing? Training to crush people's skulls with his guys, using a medieval torture device, praying to some sort of pain god. He's trying to make his thighs so strong that he could crush people's skulls with them. Yeah, that's pretty much the only reason I work out. Oh no. Craig is turning up the speed. I better do the same. How long have you been doing the buff thing? Couple years. And what do you do when you're not dadding or working buff thing? Oh, I coach my twin softball team. That still counts as both dadding and buffing. Ah, I keep busy. What do you do for fun? I try to live my life as close to a Jimmy Buffett song as possible. I check out my hot bod. I love learning. I try to educate myself around the world around me. I'm like a sponge for knowledge, soaking up all that intellectual content. You know, history, the paranormal, wilderness survival, aliens, mostly those things. So you watch the History Channel too, huh? Yes. We're jogging now. Oh god, we're jogging now. I look over to Craig, who hasn't even broken a sweat. How is he doing this so effortlessly? I'm dying. I can feel my life force draining through every orifice of my body. Hey, remember when my fist died in college? No, I don't like this story. Oh my god, is he really bumping up the speed again? I guess I better do it too. Oh, this is fast. This is very fast. And we were at that party and you vowed to make me feel better. You told me to create a distraction, so of course I did. sick keg stand to get everyone cheering, and then I try to steal fish from a fish tank at the party with my bare hands like an idiot, and then you drop the fish and it's flopping around and you panic, so you run up to me post keg stands with a dying thirsty fish in your hands that you scooped off the ground, and you're yelling at me that we have to leave. So we're running out of a frat party with fish and trying to give it mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, and then we get him home into a bowl of water with the prognosis with Grim. The next day he's huff, alive and well. They never did catch the great fish thieves of Grand Ridge U. And they never... Will, I shoot off the end of the treadmill and crash into the wall. Jesus, that hurts. Dude, bro, are you okay? Fucking love this. Man, somebody messaged me on Steam with a message. Have you found your daddy? It's important. Okay. Craig offers me a hand and looks me over for injuries. I'm fantastic. I managed to stand up and rub my back. Doesn't hurt now, but I'm sure it will later. You don't have to push yourself up like that. Always know your limits. Well, I think I might call it a gym adventure here. You sure? Yeah. Alright, well, here, I brought you this. Greg hands me a shaker bottle full of a thick green liquid. I stare at it with what must be apparent distaste. It's a protein shake, bro. Oh, thank you. He wants me to drink it. Oh boy, here goes. I take a small sip. It's actually delicious. Wow, this is really good. And good for you. It's my special recipe. I'm pretty proud of it. Let me know if you ever want to work out again. Maybe we can try running around the neighborhood if treadmills aren't your speed. No pun intended, bro. Good one. Well, my friend says hello, stream. I'm gonna go put some ice on this, everything. I'll see you around. I leave the gym feeling ashamed. Craig used to order delivery from the pizza place across the street from our dorm, and now he can run circles around me, literally. Man, I really gotta work on this dad bod. I get home and lie down on the couch. It hurts to move. Oh god, I'm so old. Oh no, I must have fallen asleep. What time is it? Shoot, it's 3:55. I'm supposed to be at Amanda's school in 5 minutes. I frantically put on some clean clothes, apply a generous amount of deodorant, and run out the door. I arrive at Amanda's school and check at the front desk. They give me a bright orange visitor sticker and send me on my way. I'm barely awake and feeling pretty haggard, but hopefully nobody will notice. I check my watch and am relieved to see that I'm only 2 minutes late. Wait, was it room 103 or 108? I spot a youth standing at his locker and approach him for help. Yeah, if you see me struggling with reading, it's because my eyes, like everyone, moves way faster than my mouth. So I read ahead of the sentence where I actually am, and then I get lost on where I finished. It's a really dumb habit, but... Excuse me, do you know where Mr. Vega's classroom is? The youth turns around and looks me up and down with heavily lined eyes. Come on, kid. I'm late for a meeting. Mr. Who? Vega. I don't know. Have you tried the exit? Okay, wise guy. Are you gonna help me or not? Sigh. Fine. Up those stairs and to the left. Can't miss him. I head up the stairs and walk around, unable to find Mr. Vega's class anywhere. After a couple minutes of searching, I head back downstairs. That punk youth sent me on a wild goose chase. I get back to where that low rent. Sorry, it happened again. I get back to where that low rent Gerard Way is standing, fully ready to give him a piece of my mind when suddenly a head pops out of the classroom next to the locker. Lucen, don't you have a third period to get to? Fine, Mr. Vega. Wow. Now I'm officially 10 minutes late. I glare at him as he walks away. We're not cool. You must be wifey. This period's almost over. Would you mind waiting in the back? Mr. Vega leads me in, and I take a seat on one of the comically small student desks in the back. I might get stuck in this. Alright, where were we? Now who can tell me about the unreliability of the narrator and J.D. Slanger's Catcher in the Rye? Yes, Colin? Colin stands up and does the thing where he blows into the crook of his elbow to make a fart noise. I don't think I've ever succeeded at that before. Let's do it. Nope. Hold on. I can't do it. How do people do this? There it is. Guys, I can't do it. I don't think I'm cool. I'm not cool. I can't do the blow thing. Oh my god.
Oh.
The whole class erupts in laughter. Alright, everybody. Very funny, Colin. Please sit down. I thought these guys were high school kids. Who does that?
Ah.
Now, Holden Caulfield is an unreliable narrator in the sense that the bell for the end of the period rings. All the students immediately get up and make a break for the door. Remember to do the reading and answer the response question on page 194 in your textbook. Nobody's listening. Or not, I guess. Mr. Vega turns to me and sighs. Middle schoolers, right? Is this middle school? Don't you teach high schoolers? Both, you know. Budget cuts. Right. Thanks so much for coming in. No problem, Mr. Vega. Please, call me Hugo. I don't normally do these impromptu parent-teacher meetings, but I'm sure you know Amanda's a very bright student and I'm concerned about her recent behavior. What's going on? Amanda's never been the most engaged student, but I know she cares. Recently, though, she's been falling behind. She's not completing assignments, has been doing rather poorly on tests. I normally chalk this up to senioritis, but this is strange. I thought Amanda always shared everything with me. It hadn't even crossed my mind that something might be wrong. That's sad. I just wanted to ask, is everything okay at home? She has a tendency to bottle things up. I haven't noticed anything different about her, but she always tends to put on a happy face no matter what. See if you can talk to her about it. I know she values you a great deal and would appreciate your guidance if she keeps heading down this road. I know how important art schools is to her, and I would hate to see her miss out on the scholarship money that she clearly deserves. I had senioritis, like, really bad. I'll make sure to talk to Amanda. Thanks for letting me know, Hugo. Anytime. On my way out, I stopped. Thank you for a moment. I turned to Hugo. Hey, Hugo? Yes. You ever catch that, Rye? Yes. I leave the classroom and make my way out of the school. I'm still a little bit in shock that Amanda was able to hide this so well from me. She's always been such a force for positivity in my life, especially after we lost her father. Amanda must be done with classes for the day by now. I'm sure she would appreciate a ride home, and maybe I can talk to her about what's going on. For now, though, I'm going to take a break, because I've been talking for an hour and 17 minutes fucking straight, and I need to rest my throat for at least a little bit. So we're gonna do that. And y'all are gonna take a break too, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna get some water, and you are going to drink that water. You're gonna drink water. You will be hydrated. Look at me. Fucking look at me. No. Hold on. This isn't right. Look into my eyes. Look at me. You will be hydrated. Do it. Do it. You must. Alright, anyway. I'll catch you on a little bit. let me return myself. There we go. Alright. Anyway. See you in a bit. make myself some tea, but I decided not to make myself any tea. I'm gonna do that later, probably. Amanda must be done with classes for the day by now. I'm sure she would appreciate a ride home, and maybe I can talk to her about what's going on. I pull up to the carpool and Amanda hops in the passenger seat. So, did you have fun gossiping about me? Mr. Vega and I actually just gossiped about our celebrity crushes. So you talked about Mario Batali the whole time? It was a very productive meeting. I'm pretty hungry. Can we grab some dinner? Sure thing. We can make something at home. Cool. I think with our powers combined, we could throw together a gourmet meal worthy of the Food Channel. I don't know about that, but I can promise you it will at least be edible. That's the spirit. We drive in silence for a short while. Amanda plays a game on her phone. I should say something. You know, sometimes when a kid gets older, they find that they have to keep things hidden from their parents. And that's okay, because sometimes that's what kids do, and that's okay. But also, sometimes it's good to have the parents' perspective, because, you know, maybe the parents have also dealt with similar situations, and maybe they're a little cooler than you give them credit for. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that it's good to share. Love you. Have you been reading my tweets? You have a Twitter? What? Never mind. Look, sweetie, Mr. Vega said you haven't been participating in class and that you're not turning things in. Oh, I'm fine, Pops. Senioritis and all that. I thought you liked Mr. Vega's class. It's fine. He's fine. We pull up to a stoplight and I Amanda. She's still texting. I want you to know you can talk to me about anything. Uh-huh. I can tell that whatever it is, she doesn't want me knowing about it. That's frustrating. I heard MRR is going to that fancy art school in California. That's exciting. Yep. Are you bummed that you guys aren't going to the same school? Yep. Amanda keeps texting. She stifles a laugh. What's so funny? I don't think you'd get it. Okay. Who are you texting? Noah? Who's Noah? My friend. Does he go to your school? Yep. Do you like Noah? What? No. Dad. Ugh. I can't believe you would... Dad. I mean, jeez. Why would you... Ugh. Gross. Sorry. Just asking. Dad, he's just my friend. Guys and girls can be friends. He's my friend. Okay. Jeez. This is going well. Well, good talk. Love you, kiddo. She leans forward and turns up the radio. I guess that conversation is over. Ouch. Amanda and I get back home and start cooking some dinner. I found this artisanal mac and cheese recipe online that I've been dying to try. Artisanal? There's 2 ingredients to mac and cheese. Mac and cheese. Dad, please try and enjoy the finer things in life. I think you of all people should appreciate what one can do with cheese. Plus it has bacon in it. Aren't we as a society collectively over bacon? Bacon never stopped being good, it just has a PR problem. We get to work on the recipe, Amanda measuring things out and handing them to me to dump in the bowl so I can feel useful. Amanda puts me on bacon duty, so I chop a bunch and toss it in a pan to get sizzling. The key to good mac and cheese is a balance of texture and flavor, Pops. Not only are we going to want the fullness of the cheese and the bacon, but we also need to counterbalance it with the crunchy mouthfeel of breadcrumbs. Check on the bacon. It's still pink and rubbery. I give the pieces a little stir. Wait, what's a mouthfeel? You know, when you eat stuff, and the texture. Listen, I've been watching a lot of the Food Channel, and I honestly don't know what it means. It just makes me feel sophisticated to say. No, I get that. Every time I watch that channel, I just feel in order. Hungry, jealous, insecure about my cooking ability, and then hungry again. I like the mouthfeel of that sentence. Oh my god. Amanda, mouthfeel isn't just about food, it's also about words that are fun to say. Gregarious. Boisterous. Cattywampus. Check on bacon. The bacon is sizzling away. It smells good too. I give that sucker a flip. Nice. Good work, Dad. Bacon can easily overheat and cause a grease fire. I'm proud of you for remaining vigilant. We literally just moved in here and I'm dead set on not burning the place down. Eyes like a hawk. Amanda finishes up with the mac and cheese and I toss the bacon bits in there. After stirring it all together, I take a taste. How's the mouth feel? Scrumptious. Amanda tries a spoonful. Yeah, that's pretty scrumptious. We settle on the couch with our bowls of mac and cheese. Oh cool, Long Haul Ice Road Paranormal Ghost Truckers is on. Your favorite, right? Oh, hell yes. They have to make it over the Canadian tundra before the ice road melts, but also they're hunting ghosts. Also, the trucks are haunted. This is an episode I've already seen, but it's one of the best. Caleb and Flint Dogbone, the twin brother truck driving and ghost hunting duo, find themselves in the greatest peril yet. Oh no, the ghost done got control of the truck. I can't steer on them. They're damn ice roads. Let me use this EVP meter to try and communicate with the spirits. Flint, we're about to die. Almost got it. If you listen carefully, it sounds like it's saying, you're going to die. That's because we are about to die, you. This is art. The episode ends and Amanda excuses herself to go and start arguments on the internet. I stay up a little longer, curious about the exploits of Caleb and Flint Dogbone after their disastrous ice road accident. Afterward, I crawl into bed and get a good night's sleep. Dad tip number 50. Try to drive in a way where you never have to use your brakes. Morning, sleepyhead. 5 more minutes. You have never, ever let me have 5 more minutes, so get up. Fine. We have cereal for breakfast and spend the morning putting together furniture. Amanda is much better at interpreting the tiny manuals. We're able to put together a few shelves and one desk, but I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be a bookcase. So, you excited for the cookout today? There's food. I'm excited. I'm all over those terrible store-bought sugar cookies that everyone brings to parties. Those are called Loft House sugar cookies. I think they're named after the company that originally made them, but I don't think they made them anymore. They make them anymore. Yeah, those are bad, which means there are more for me. Don't you want to meet some of the people in the neighborhood? I'll probably end up standing uncomfortably in the corner with a plate of food and hope that nobody talks to me. Dad, you're a beautiful work in progress. We will get that butterfly to emerge from the cocoon. The social butterfly. Well, we better start getting ready. We definitely don't want to be late. What? No. We have to be fashionably late. Who shows up to a cookout on time? You know what? We're going early, just because you said that. I head out the door and Amanda reluctantly follows. We walk across the street to Joseph's house with a store-bought veggie plate. I'm a terrible cook if it doesn't involve girl. I guess we're not as early as we thought. Joseph's backyard is already packed with people and the smell of hot dogs wafts through the air. Small children run through a sprinkler and adults chat in small clusters. I set her veggie plate down on a table next to 2 other veggie plates. Huh. Hey, there's Joseph. I wave to get his attention. The moment he sees us, he jogs over, arms open wide. Welcome! I'm so glad you 2 are here. And you brought veggies. Let me introduce you to my family. Kids, come over here. This is Chris, my eldest. Hi. This is Christian and Christy. They're twins. They stare creepily and say nothing. Then, of course, there's our youngest, Krish. Wait, where's Krish? Maybe Mary put him in his crib. Oh no, it's the woman from the bar the other night. What is she doing here? Oh, and how could I forget my lovely wife, Mary? Joseph pecks her on the cheek. She smiles. Mary, sweetheart. Did he put Krish to bed? I'll have to go look for him. What? You'll have to... Joseph takes a moment and regains his composure. Mary, this is our new neighbor, Wifey, and his daughter, Amanda. I'd shake your hand, but I have a glass of wine that I need to tend to. I love her. Nice to, meet you, Mary, for the first time. Charmed. Well, I have to go over there now. Mary leaves. Oh god, this is so awkward. I wonder if Joseph knows. I wonder if Mary knows that Joseph knows. I wonder if Joseph knows that Mary knows that I know. It takes all of my energy not to run away from the barbecue and start fresh in a new city. My wife has a wonderful sense of humor, but please, you 2 enjoy the barbecue. All the guys are really excited to meet you. Here, let me introduce you around. Let me introduce you to Damien. Joseph beckons, a tall man in gothic attire, over the conversation. Good eve, friends. Damien, this is our new neighbor, Wifey. Ah, so lovely to meet you. Damien shakes my hands and then bows. If ever you're interested, it would bring me great pleasure to host you for a spot of afternoon tea. Wow, yeah, that sounds rad. Splendid. Well, I must be off. Perhaps our paths shall cross again. Damn, what a classy dude. Wow, I think I've actually met everybody else. Great, I bet you're excited to get to know everyone better. Hope you both enjoy yourselves. Amanda and I mill around and try some of the food spread out on the table. I pick at some deviled eggs. America grabs a small paper plate and immediately begins piling it with baked goods. I don't want to have to make friends. Come on, Dad, who are you going to party with when I go off to school? But I don't want to have to do pleasantries. Dad. They're going to talk about weather.
Aww.
Go. Do it. make a friend. This is all of my extrovert friends talking to me. I swear to God, Shiki and I have had this exact conversation. Shiki's like, nah, you can be social, and I'm like, don't make me do it. Also, so is Captain. He's told me to make friends. And my parents. And everyone else. I don't wanna... Listen, I can have, like, a few important people that I actually care about at the same time in my life. But any more, and I start getting overwhelmed and really unhappy. But how could I possibly abandon my only child as a social function? That's bad parenting. This plate of cookies is my new dad. Bye. Amanda shoves me into the center of the yard. Well, here goes nothing. I look around the party and am surprised to see some familiar faces. Isn't that barista from the coffee spoon? Didn't I meet that guy at the bar? Didn't that guy throw a frisbee at my head? That mysterious goth guy. Isn't that Amanda's teacher? Hey, I know Craig. But wait a second. All of these people live in our cul-de-sac? That can't be right. I better investigate. Robert and Brian, Matt, Hugo, and Craig talk to Joseph and Damien. I don't remember. But that's Craig's. Oh! Matt and Hugo seem to be embroiled in an intense discussion. Craig looks on, smiling politely. I walk over and say hello. Well, I don't think it's fair to try and compare two art movements like that. Periods in art only exist because they're unique byproducts of the social and political climate of a time and place, and try to make take something like, say, the Rococo period and compare it to the postmodernism in America. You're completely disregarding the context in which a work of art is created. Matt and Hugo seem to be so busy talking they don't notice me. Craig leans in. Dude, I have no idea what's happening. I kinda like what they're on about, so... That kind of comparison just eliminates the reason art movements are so important in the first place. You're not wrong, but I think there's no harm comparing one work of art to another. You could definitely say one painting is better than another if you're evaluating technical skill from a purely formalist standpoint. If I show you a Matzi and then something by the Dutch masters, which one would you say shows more technical prowess? I'm so lost right now. I shoot a worried glance over to Craig, who returns it. I'm not lost. I know exactly what's happening. Well, sure, you could say that the Dutch masters were technically more skilled, but I would argue that while the Dutch masters were better painters, Matzi had better paintings overall. Well, that's pretty subjective. Art is dead. I think that would make you... I'd make them... No. I'm not... Listen. Listen. On the lowest of keys, I just like the phrase art is dead. But... How do you mean? Well, the painting the guy with the apple in front of his face is pretty nice. That's a Magarat. Right, art. Sorry. You're fine, dude. We were just discussing the importance of context when talking about artwork. Listen, all I asked was if you like Van Gogh or Picasso better. Hugo throws up his hands in frustration. But they represent two completely different art movements. How could I possibly choose between the thick, creamy impasto of post-impressionism and the abstractionist beauty of cubism? I don't like Picasso. Man, that's all way above my head. Me too. Haha, it's all good, man. The cool thing about art is that we all perceive it differently. A single piece could have a totally different effect on each person that looks at it. And that's awesome. Just 1 minute about that. Hugo, please. Sorry, I get really fired up about art stuff. Wifey, how are you liking the neighborhood? It's pretty nice. Everybody's been super friendly. Seems like your daughter's fitting in just fine. Matt points across the yard to where Amanda, Daisy, and another young girl are playing. They're all sitting cross-legged in the grass, picking weeds and weaving them into little flower crowns. It's pretty adorable. The girl I don't recognize jogs over to us. What is it, sweetheart? Oh, she's cute. It's a flower crown. I thought you'd look cute in it. Well, there's only one way to find out. Matt takes the flower crown and places it on top of his head. Am I cool now? The girl stares at him, thinking it over. Nope. But you're slightly less uncool than you were before you put it on. Haha, hey wifey, this is my daughter. Hello. I'm Carminstia. Carminstia? Like barista, but Carmincia.
Ah.
Carmencita? Carmen. Her name's Carmen. Amanda comes over with Daisy in tow. Dad, look, I'm making friends. Are you making friends? You better be making friends. Yeah, actually, Amanda, you remember the cool barista from the coffee shop and my old college friend and, your teacher. Oh, hi, Mr. Vega. I didn't realize we were neighbors. Yep. You still gonna get me that overdue term paper? Haha, great seeing you. Amanda finger guns her way out of the conversation like a champ. Feeling the finger guns removed from Bree, I'm very proud. She's definitely a charmer. Speaking of which, where did my son go?
Sweet Manchego.
Hugo looks around the party. He must finally spot him because his eyes go wide. Ernest! Ernest Hemingway Vega, are you smoking? Ernest is holding a lit cigarette. Nope. I see Ernest across the way. He casually takes a long drag of his cigarette, then flicks it into a gutter. Unbelievable. Excuse me. Hugo marches over to Ernest, and I turn my attention to Matt and Craig. Kids, right? Man, I do not envy Hugo. That last barbecue we had, Ernest tried to shove a sparkler down Joseph's pants, nearly burned down half the yard. In the barbecue he had before that, he actually burned down half the yard. And then it spread onto my lawn and burned down half my yard, too. Hugo walks back over to us, practically dragging Ernest behind him. Hey everybody, sorry about that. Wifey, this is my son Ernest. Hello. Ernest looks away, sulking, his hands shoved deep in his pockets. Hugo nudges him impatiently. Hey. Nice to meet you, Ernest. What grade are you in? Doesn't matter. Ernest! Okay, I'm in 8th grade. God, are you happy now? I'm sure you were just dying to know. Yeah, good for you. Can I go now? I'm tired of talking to old dudes who blame my generation for the failing economy.
I don't know.
Ernest! Oh yeah, because I'm totally embarrassing you. Ernest puts earbuds in and storms off to stay in the corner. Well, that was certainly something. He seems nice. Hugo puts his head in his hands and sighs. I'm so sorry. He's having a really rough time. As much as I want to be the cool dad, I have to be the authoritarian dad, and he clearly resents me for it. I mean, I think as a dad and a teacher, that's about as authoritarian as you can get. Honestly, are any of us cool dads? Is it even possible to be a cool dad? What? I'm cool as a cucumber. See? That right there? You can't say that. My kids think I'm cool. But for how long, Craig? How long do we get to be the cool dads? I don't know. I think we just have to accept the fact that as dads, we've become a machine that we once raged against and accept our fate to unironically wear socks with sandals. Your kid may think you're cool now, but the moment they hit puberty, you're doomed. Amanda's 18 and she still thinks I'm cool. I yell across the yard to my daughter. Amanda! I'm cool, right? Amanda just laughs. She keeps laughing. I see your point. As much as we all want it, I don't think it's important to be a cool dad as it is to be a good dad. We can't all be best friends with our kids, it just doesn't work. I mean, look at me and Ernest. Our job as parents is to make sure our kids turn out okay. Yeah, you're right, but it'd be nice to have it both ways. Hearing these guys talk about this makes me think of my relationship with Amanda. We get along so well, but there might come a time where it won't be like that. Is college when that happens? Don't let us eat up your time, wifey. Go meet some of the other people around the neighborhood. I'd like a burger. Without further ado, let's work some magic. Joseph closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, and gets to work. With the greatest of ease, he sets patties on the grill, flourishing as he flips his spatula in the air. It's easily some of the best grill work I've ever seen. You guys think this is my first time in front of a grill? He's working faster now, effortlessly, tossing cheese onto patties and perfectly grilling onions on the side. One after another, the dads take notice and a crowd around Joseph admire his masterful technique. You probably didn't know... Or, no, this is Craig. You probably didn't know this, wifey, but Joseph's known around here for his grillmanship. He's ungrill-leavable.
Bro!
I've tried to get on his level, but I just can't catch up. Lettuce keeps telling him. He has a rare quality about him. Mustard, we keep talking about this. Can't we just appreciate the artist? I've never seen him make a mistake.
Hey!
Okay, we need to stop. This is getting too cheesy. Please stop! All the children at the party boo the glorious display of puns in unison. Alright guys, the food's ready. Please form an orderly barbecue. Amanda groans. We all grab our food and hang out, enjoying the perfectly cooked cheeseburgers. Man, it's so wild how all of us dads live in the cul-de-sac. It's kind of nice, isn't it? It feels like there's a real community here. It totally helps when you're just a single dad trying to raise a kid. We're happy to have you here, man. I think you're gonna like this neighborhood a lot. Plus, Amanda seems to be getting along with all the kids. If she decides to get into the babysitting game, she'll really make a killing. Hey, why don't you add us all on Dad Book? Dad Dadbook? Yeah, it's a great social network for dads to keep in touch with each other. We're all on it, so if you ever need to reach out to anyone, that's the simplest way to do it. Sorry, I'm just an old-fashioned dad. Social media does go over my head sometimes. Don't worry, Pops, I'll help you figure it out. The rest of the BBQ goes smoothly. We all trade stories and drink beer as our kids play on the lawn. Amanda breaks up a fight between Carmen and those weird twins. I think they wanted her soul. Oh, poor Carmen. Amanda and I will walk back to our place as the sun sets over the neighborhood. Pretty fun party, don't you think? I mean, I got a burger in me. Sweetie, if I can impart any sort of wisdom upon you right now, and not that this was a bad situation, but if you're ever in an uncomfortable situation, always look for the silver lining. The silver lining to get you through the other side. We ate rockin' burgers today, and it was good. Amen. Well, hey, at least you met some other cool dads. You should hit them up on Dadbook. Maybe I will, if I ever figure out how social media works. I have a good feeling about this place. Me too, Dad. Amanda and I drive home with the remnants of our veggie plate. Seems like nobody was really into the cauliflower. Any big plans for this evening? Actually, yeah, I'm going out with some friends. Oh, is that okay? Of course. Just keep me posted and be home before midnight. You got it. And be careful. I will. Make good choices. Of course. And call me if you need anything. Dad, you're not gonna do the thing where you wait silently for me to come home in the living room with all the lights off, are you? What? No, I've never done that, and I will never do that. Okay, do you have plans tonight? My plans were kinda to eat ice cream and watch TV with Amanda, but I'll find something to do. I'm gonna work on some stuff. You know, dad stuff. I'm just relaxing tonight. Have fun today. Okay? Great, see you later. The more I read, the more I get fucked up reading. I watch Amanda drive off into the night. I really do hope she has fun. I plop down in front of the TV and turn on some Wine and Dine Mastermind with celebrity chef Gavin Chapman. Looks like Gavin's making a roasted rack of lamb with rosemary mashed potatoes. I'd love to be able to cook like that, although I think if I was actually good at cooking, I'd use my powers for evil. Just like making baked Alaskas all day instead of any food of real nutritional substance. Man, Gavin Chapman just caught that thing on fire, but he meant to do it. What a professional. I lose track of time as I blaze through several episodes of Wine and Dine Mastermind, and also one episode of some cooking show called Meat Hell. I'm not even sure what that one was about. It was just a lot of yelling. I glance at my watch. Man, it's almost midnight. I should check in on Amanda. I send a text. Hey kiddo, you good? I wandered into the kitchen as I wait for a reply. Amanda's phone is almost always in her hand. I'm sure she'll respond soon, unless she's driving home now, in which case I hope she doesn't respond soon because I definitely taught her better than to text and drive. I reach into the freezer and grab an ice cream sandwich. It's a little late for this, but I think I earned it after a long day of socializing. I check my watch again, and then my phone. Nothing yet. Okay, see, now I'm worried. Do I call her? Do I call the cops? No, it's too soon for that. I'll just send her a gentle reminder text. What's up? Half an hour passes. Now I'm really worried. The episodes of Gavin Chapman's Meat Hell are not only assuaging my anxiety, but possibly exacerbating it with all the yelling. So I keep pacing around the house waiting for her to come back. Why didn't I find out where she was going? Who she was even with? Why don't I know any of her friends' phone numbers? Why don't I even know any of her friends' full names? Who is Emma P? I decide to send her another text. Amanda, please text me and let me know you're okay. I can't help but think of all the awful things that could have happened to her. Oh, thank God, it's her. Amanda opens the door and shuffles in. Finally, she's back home. I'm glad she's okay. Sup? Sweetie, thank God you're safe. Yep. Now I know she's okay. I'm really mad. Why didn't you answer my text? Oh, whoops. Guess I didn't see those. She starts to walk to her room. Amanda, man. Whoa, we're pulling out the middle name now? Amanda, you came home an hour and a half after your curfew and you didn't respond to any of my texts. You really freaked me out. I was about to call the cops. Dad, you're seriously overreacting. You're not gonna be like this when I go off to school. I was scared. You weren't responding and it was just like when your dad. I have to stop myself from tearing up. Oh. Dad, I didn't mean to. I sit down on the couch and put my head in my hands. I feel very tired all of a sudden. You really scared me. Just please don't do that again. Alright, I'm gonna go to bed now. Amanda closes the door to her room and I head to mine. Jeez. As I'm falling asleep, one thing she said keeps echoing in my mind. You're not gonna be like this when I go off to... What did my... What? When I go off to school, are you? I definitely didn't sleep well last night. I brew some strong coffee and make some scrambled eggs for Amanda as a peace offering. She eventually wanders into the kitchen. Hey, I thought about what you said last night. I should have texted you. I said I was gonna do it and I didn't. I honestly just didn't even think about it. I'm really sorry, Pops. I won't do it again. Well... I'm sorry for freaking out on you. You're an adult now. I shouldn't have gotten so worked up. I'm not saying it. None of you will ever know. Amanda gives me a hug. Want some eggs? You know it. Sprinkle some cheese on them? Already did.
Yeah.
Bless you. Amanda scarfs down the eggs and the time it takes me to wash the pan. Alright, I'm off to school. Smell you later. Wait, one more thing before you go. What? What's Dadbook?
Aw.
It's a social media platform. Wait, what? What's a social media platform? Dad, I have to go to school. Come on, Amanda. I'm an old man. I can't put together a Dadbook profile on my own. Alright, I'll help you sound interesting on the internet. Amanda spends the next couple of minutes setting up my profile on Dadbook, which is, it turns out, is a place where dads can get together and talk about fatherhood. Alright, Pops, we gotta fill out your profile. Get some likes and dislikes. On a Friday night, you were most likely to polish and sort my coin collection, Netflix and grill, baby. Fall asleep watching the History Channel. Torment my children with some dad fun. Sink into oblivion. History Channel. If you had one thing to take with you into a desert island, what would it be? My trusty grill. The Lost Shaker of Salt. Castaway on DVD for instructional purposes. Boat, obviously. I don't need anything. My survival skills have trained me for this day. No, that sounds too braggy. Boat. What are your turn-ons? Strong dad arms? Tennis shoes with long white socks. A well-manicured lawn. Street smarts. Top-tier grummanships. Comfortable with crying. Strong dad arms. What did you want to be when you grew up? Technical writer for manuals and instructionals. Salty boat captain. Pro skater who is also an astronaut. A good father. The president of space. What's your favorite movie genre? War documentaries? Sean Connery's entire filmography. Anything on Laserdisc. Romantic comedies. Whatever make me cry. Old comedies that haven't aged well. None of these are particularly great. What's your ideal date? Napping together, doing a 1,000-piece puzzle together, eating a healthy dinner at 4 p.m. No. Trying to geocache but getting hopelessly lost. Arson, being emotionally vulnerable. What do you never leave home without? Sensible cardigan. My sick vape. A book of word jumbles and a pen. A cool knife. My cripplingly low self-esteem. I frequently forget my phone, keys, and wallet at home sometimes. I spend a lot of time thinking about conspiracy theories, how proud I am of my child, potential ends of the world. So, anyway. If I'll ever be able to love myself as much as I love my girl, when I can next get a cup of coffee, lawnmower modifications. So recently, I've honestly been on a conspiracy theory bench, but I just finished a latte, so profile complete. See, that wasn't so bad. Yeah, that was actually kind of fun. I could totally spend all day on here looking at people's profiles. You should mesh into one of them, or more than one of them. All these dads seem pretty interesting. Okay. I promise I'll make some friends. Amanda gives me a hug. Go get 'em, Dad.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Hi, wifey, it's me, your dear old friend from way back in the day, Dad Amanda. I'm delighted to see you've signed up for Dadbook. They've recently added this exciting new messenger service, so you may find yourself receiving messages from other dads like myself, then take care not to miss them. Amanda, is that you? What are you doing on Dadbook? Why, wifey, I never, since we've known each other since business school. How could you possibly confuse me for your amazing and talented and easy to buy things for daughter? Though I am, of course, flattered. You should buy Amanda more things. Amanda? You know I didn't go to business school. I barely even managed to get my degree. Wait. No. Wow. I didn't say that. You never heard that. This is gold. I was a great student, I swear. I graduated at the top of my class because I worked hard and ate all my vegetables. Totally holding on to this for later. Wait, do you even remember what I majored in? I declined to comment. Cool. Dad of 3, business entrepreneur and fitness enthusiast, juggling work, family, and fitness is a tough gig, but someone's gotta do it. Get one last good on a Friday night, you are most likely to get one last good cardio session in. If you had one thing to take with you to a desert island, what would it be? A box of energy bars. What are your turn-ons? A sub 6 mile minute. What did you want to be when you grew up? World beer pong world champion. What's your favorite movie genre? Buddy cop movies forever. What's your ideal date? Scaling a huge dangerous mountain for fun. What do you never leave home without? An extra tube of energy gel. I spend a lot of time thinking about my mile time used to be so good. What happened? Have I peaked? Avid music enthusiast, passionate coffee drinker, you can find me most days selling bean juice over at the Coffee Spoon or hanging out at the park with my amazing daughter. Hit me up about 80s no wave music. On a Friday night, you are most likely to perfect my cold brew setup. One drip at a time, baby. If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island. Fine tunes to pass the days away. What are your turn-on? Multi-instrumentalism. Instrumentalism. Fuck. What did you want to be when you grew up? A barista, weirdly enough. What's your favorite movie genre? Shit with subtitles. Oh my god, he's my man. What's your ideal date? We go to the animal shelter and seriously consider adopting a cat. What do you never leave home without? My headphones, both in-ear and over-ear, just in case. I spend a lot of time thinking about where did writing commas into subtitles come from, and where did it go? Did we all just agree that's a bad idea? Yeah. See just how slowly I can cook a piece of brisket. That is very sexy. A fishing pole? A keen understanding of steak cuts. So he's like the stereotypical dad. What did you want to be when you grew up? A fireman. What's your favorite movie genre? Romantic comedies. Ideal date? Deck building. Never leave home without? My portable fishing pole. I spend a lot of time thinking about how my daughter is smarter than I am. Hey, I'm Brian. I spend most of my days hanging out with my awesome daughter and thinking of new ways to grill things. If you like fishing, then we'll get along. When the internet gains sentience and decides to destroy us all, you know to use this information against us, right? Make a deal in an alleyway. Have it go badly. Who's the cop? Was it Guacomo? I trusted Guacomo. If you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, what would it be? Gun. Don't talk to me. Grifter. Italian neo-realism. That's really niche, but okay. I can accept Italian neo-realism. Grave robbing. At least 4 knives. You ever really look into a rabid animal's eyes? I don't think I'll like you that much. How do you do? I have finally decided to join this information superhighway. I'm not entirely sure how this works. We will get along just fine. But I will try my best to understand. I love long strolls through graveyards and spending time with my son. If you would ever like to chat about the latest in Victorian fashion, the inevitability of our own demise, or black cats, please send me a letter. Listen to true crime podcasts while I taxidermy my new specimens. Oh my god. I used to want to be a taxidermist. But now I want to be a vet, so I want the opposite of a taxidermist. If you had one thing to take with you, not that taxidermists kill things, just that I'd rather not deal with the dead ones too much. A coffin. What are your turn-ons? Pronouncing bosom correctly. A. What did you want to be when you grew up? A bat. What's your favorite movie genre? Foreign art house horror. No, I can't do it. It's night. We're at an industrialist dark wave club in Berlin. The music drums to the beat of our hearts. An upside down cross. Mortality Sally. Alright, we're learning something new. I'm gonna look it up on my phone this time, so it's less of a mess. Let's do this. Mortality Sal. Mortality salience, or the awareness of the inevitability of one's own death. Generates a state of anxiety that triggers a defense mechanism for the control, thinking that affects different human activities and psychological processes. Alright, cool. I'm gonna die one day. That's what he thinks about. Middle school teacher, high school teacher, write of scholarly articles on 18th century literature for various esteemed publications. If you're on here to tell me that my son put a cherry bomb in your trash, I know, and I am sorry. God damn, he has a terrible son. Brew some strong tea and paint my miniatures. A Remembrance of Things of the Past by Michael Proust. Muscles. Movie star. Documentaries on art history. Meh. Each of us reads a different book on opposite sides of the couch in comfortable silence. That's actually alright. That one's actually good. My glasses. Actually, I forget them at home a lot. I worry that people who are against e-readers are more in love with the idea of books than actually reading them. I'm not against e-readers, it's just that I love the feeling of a book in my hands, okay? I love the physical page turn. I love the sound of a page turn of a book. Just... This is a notebook, don't worry. I'm not actually hurting an actual book by doing this, but still. I can't get that when I swipe on my tablet, okay? But still, e-readers are fine. I listen to audiobooks. We're cool. Hugo, we're cool. Joseph. Voted Maple Bay's #1 youth minister for 5 years running. Living in my hometown with my beautiful wife and our 4 amazing kids. If I'm not in church, you can catch me out on the open water setting sail on the seas of adventure. I love playing guitar and crushing my kids at Candyland. Leading the community in a fun mixer. My 6th string. My loving wife. Ship captain. Feel good movies. Lovely night on the town with my wife. The Good Book. How I can be a better man, husband, and father, Joseph. I am so fucking sorry for you. That also means you named your kids Chris, Christian, Christy, and Krish Christensen. You asshole. I'm not talking to you. I will save. We're gonna go for Matt, Craig, and Hugh. No. Can I message multiple people? Matt, Damien, Craig. I kind of like these 4 the most, so... If I have to aim, I'm gonna go with Matt and Damien. So, Matt first, because he's my absolute top daddy. I mean, he loves shit with subtitles. That is so fucking hot. I navigate to Matt's dad book page and type out a message. Hey man, great getting to see you at the BBQ. We should definitely hang out soon. You free later? A minute or 2 later, I hear a ding and see Matt's response. Hey dude, I'd be so down for that. I'm actually catching a show tonight at the Soundgarden. Wanna come? What's a Soundgarden? It's a concert venue, but also a band that a lot of people listened to back when it was cool to have soul patches. Oh man, I haven't been to a real concert since Amanda was born. Am I ready for this? You are absolutely fucking ready for this. Well, I'm thinking another message pops up on the screen. Pop is playing tonight. Cool little indie pop punk rock band out of Canada. Should be a fun one. I didn't know you were allowed to string that many words together to describe a band. Whatever, let's get out of our comfort zone. Abso-fucking-lutely. He sent me another thing, I couldn't read it. I log off dad book and think for a second. Wait, when was the last time I went to a concert? I mentally backtrack decades through memories of denim jean jackets and moral panic over teenagers turning to the occult. Oh god, I had a mullet back then. Oh god, I thought it was cool. Oh god, other people thought it was cool. I finally remember the strange 80s prog rock I used to listen to and mentally envision all of the airbrush vans in the parking lot. Man, how did anyone survive the 80s? Okay, so I haven't been to a concert in a long time. What do you even do at concerts now? I spend most of the day pacing around the house and thinking about my relationship with coolness. I mean, I always thought I was cool. At least relative to a bunch of other dads my age. Dad, what are you doing? I look over and see Amanda at the door, just getting home from school.
Oh.
Her eyes are a little puffy, almost as if she's been crying. Hey, what's wrong, Panda? Oh,
Fine.
nothing. I'm fine. I just got sad because I realized that society collectively refuses to take pop music seriously, despite the fact that some of the most interesting musical innovations are coming out of that genre. You are lying to me, Amanda. I think it's just yet another thing we write off because we can't take young women and their interests seriously. If there's, you know, anything going on, I just want you to know that I'm here for you, and I'll always be here for you. Whether you need a shoulder to cry on or a strong dad to go kick someone's butt, I'm only a phone call away. Thanks, Popsicle. I appreciate that, but I'm fine, really. I'm unconvinced, but I'll stop badgering her about it. I'm sure she'll tell me when she's ready. Anyway, what's up? Amanda, how do I be cool? Let me put on a pot of coffee first. This is gonna be a long night. No, seriously, Matt invited me to a concert, and I don't think I've been to one since you were born. Yeah, you have. You took me once when I was 12, remember? I'm suddenly overwhelmed by a memory of a sea of screaming preteens. Oh god, I tried so hard to forget. The one where I had to camp out with you in line so that you could get a good spot, and then you cried and screamed the whole time? Dad, it was so much more than that, and I'm not even ashamed to say it. Oh, you're not ashamed? You seemed pretty ashamed when I found all those drawings you made of those dancing boys kissing in your Trapper Keeper. Yeah, well, you didn't even find the good stuff. Anyway, you should all be set for the concert if you remember that. Just bring a big glittery sign and cry a lot, and you'll fit right in. Well, it's a smaller place, and I think Matt mentioned that they're a punk band? Like DIY glitter punk? Thrash? Straight edge? Come on, Dad, give me something to work with here. Are they post-punk, proto-punk, C-punk, Jeremy punk? What's Jeremy punk? I made that one up to see if I could get away with it. They're not positive hardcore, are they? He said that they're Canadian punk? Oh yeah, you'll be fine. Does the idea of Canadian punk seem contradictory to you? I don't see friendship and politeness as core tenets of the punk scene. They absolutely fucking are. Well, punk is kind of a big genre that might not be as dangerous as you think it is. It became so much more than just counterculture rebellion. What I'm trying to say is, just enjoy the music. That's it? I mean, yeah, it's not like you're gonna jump into the mosh pit or anything. Well, that's comforting. And if a strange dude in a Set Your Goals hoodie offers to buy you merch, don't accept it, and definitely don't go in the 3 awful dates with him afterwards where he takes you to a nice restaurant and then forgets his wallet literally 3 times in a row. But, never mind. Just have a blessed night. I show up to the Coffee Spoon at 8 in what I hope is concert-appropriate attire. I see Matt out front, locking the door to the shop. Hey, you made it. Ready for tonight? Ready? I was born ready. Any situation, any outcome. I can handle it. I sleep with one eye open. I am prepared to kill. Are you? Oh god, I fucked up. I can't do it. I need to... I'm not gonna... Whatever. Oh man, I gotta admit, I haven't been to a real concert since Pet Rocks were cool. I have no idea what I am in for. Did your daughter make you take her to one of those boy band concerts where everybody holds signs and screams cries? Yeah.
Hey.
I got 2 lined up next month. I still can't get the glitter out of my car from the last one. Stay strong. But dude, I get to take you on your first concert in a long time? This is gonna be awesome. Just hang with me, wifey, and you'll be good. This scene is super supportive. It'll be a blast. Quick question. Shoot. What is... scene? Matt lets out a tiny laugh. Sorry. It's just weird because scene can describe a music scene as it pertains to a community of people who like the same genre, but it can also describe a genre of music nobody wants to admit they were into. Matt looks off into the middle distance. He says nothing, but I can tell he's thinking, never again. That's confusing. You'll get it. The important thing tonight is that you enjoy yourself. Come on, let's head to the show. After waiting a short time to get in, we finally find ourselves in a small venue with a stage at one end and a bar at the other. Most people here are closer to Amanda's age than mine. I suddenly feel very out of place. I don't know if I'm cool enough for this. My waning youth is showing. I am suddenly aware of my mortality. When were the good years of my life? Will Amanda still love me as we both grow older? Wait, is C-punk actually a genre? Matt, you made it. A younger kid runs up and high-fives Matt. The kid runs off and Matt turns to me shuddering. I get nervous when people surprise high-five me. Me too. I'm like a small animal. Loud noises and large groups of people frighten me. Do you also enjoy curling up on a patch of sunlight to take a nap? That's my favorite thing to do. A couple other people notice that Matt's in the crowd and yell hey as well. Matt waves and hugs a couple of people. He seems really in his element here. Matt turns his attention back to me. I'm so afraid of all these people. Oh, let's go grab a beer. Matt and I line up at the bar in the back where a couple of the older concert goers hang out. A couple more people notice Matt and tip their drinks at him. Seems like you're a popular guy out here. Yeah, I go to a lot of shows. This is a really cool spot. But it's times like these where I realize I can only be charming and funny for about 5 minutes before I run out of stuff to talk about. And then I become keenly aware of where my hands are. I feel ashamed that I was going to say something there, but don't worry about it. And there's no comfortable place in your mouth for your tongue to rest. God damn it, where do I put my tongue? See? I'm not innocent enough for this. Well, I've known you for more than 5 minutes, and I still think you're charming and funny. Just you wait. We grab our drinks. This scene seems really friendly. I don't know why people wouldn't want to admit that they listen to it. Let's check out the merch. Matt and I walk over to a small booth in the corner of the room where a crusty-looking teenager guards a section of shirts and records. He singles me out from across the room and hops up on his chair. Step on up, get your merch here. I got t-shirts, I got tank tops, I got all the gifts and accoutrements and discerning concert goer of considerable taste might want. You! I gesture myself, my face flashing red. Yes, you look like a fella who knows their music, has about a fine 12-inch long playing vinyl record made and distributed by Pup, Canada's premier punk rock outfit. Tally-ho, good sir. Well, see here, fine shopkeep, your enthusiastic salesmanship has aroused my interest and suspicion in equal parts. How can I, a consumer of a finer good than life, trust your wares to be of true spirit? Fine question from a discerning patron. Okay, Pablo, you can give it a rest. The teen hops off his chair and takes a seat. Your friend looks lost, so I figure I'd give him the old razzle-dazzle. How the hell are you, Matt? Day by day, my man. They do that thing where they high-five but also turn it into a hug. Your mom doing better? She's still single. If you want to be my dad, I can make that connect. And I have to deal with you every single day? Fair enough. Who's your bud? That's wifey. Thought I'd bring out a concert pal. Pablo leans close to Matt. Is wifey cool? Matt eyes me. I am back. He cracks a smile. Yeah. Pablo brings me in for a bro hug. My dude! I'm not sure what to say, but I give the courtesy 2 pats on the back, as is customary in our society for people you don't know super well but still want to be friendly to. Pablo's a total card. Kid plays the hell out of the bass. Yeah, man, See, I'm reading too long. I'd get fucked up. When are we starting our witch house band?
Sounds great.
You know, I'm out of the game. It's a shame. You know, Vacant Veil would have slayed. It'll slay once you start actually making music instead of just printing a bunch of band shirts. We got the sickest logo. While Matt and Pablo talk, I check out the merch. These shirts are really nice. Looks like the opener's coming on. Let's get a spot up close. Matt and I walk over to the stage where a crowd begins to form. The band walks on stage to pick up a variety of strange instruments. Is that a harpsichord? The lead singer addresses the crowd. He has a mandolin slung behind his back. Hey, what's up, everybody? We're Jonathan Jones and the Speakeasy Choir. My name's Daniel. Let's start the show. Oh no, these guys. What? Without time to respond, the band starts playing the most cacophonous noise I've ever heard. What is this? Matt doesn't say anything. He just hands me earplugs. Thanks! I put the earplugs in, and whatever the hell is assaulting my ears gets a lot quieter. For a band this bad, they sure do seem to be having fun. I guess that's what really matters. Jesus, did that cellist just break his bow in half? I don't get this. The set seems to go on forever. There's no breaks in song, and I think one of the band members' jobs is specifically just to burn poetry on stage. I turn to Matt and try to start a conversation. So you go to a lot of concerts out here, huh? What? Drop it. You can't hear me, so I just stop and try to enjoy the music. Okay, no, this is impossible. How long have they been playing the same song? 10 minutes? 20? A year? Eventually the set ends, but only after the drummer sprains his ankle during the saxophone solo. They promised it was part of the act as he was carried off stage crying. Matt and I both pull our earplugs out. Man, that was something, but I promise Pup is much better. I just have a lot of questions that I know I'll never get the answer to. Oh yeah, he sprains his ankles at every show. They were being real about that.
Hey, yeah.
Let's grab another beer. Matt and I work our way out of the crowd and back to the bar. More and more people file into the concert space as it gets closer to the main act. It's getting kind of crowded in here. We grab our beers and I try and I try to follow Matt back to our spot, but there are so many people that I'm having a hard time keeping up. As I work my way through the throngs of excited concert goers, I realize I've lost Matt entirely. I stop and try to look around, seeing nothing but a sea of hip 20-somethings. I'm lost. How am I ever going to find Matt here? Where's the exit? Are there even exits? What if I'm trapped in this building forever? Am I going to see my daughter ever again? What if that terrible band gets back on stage? What if... Suddenly a hand reaches out to grab me. It's Matt. Almost lost you, buddy. Whew, I got really nervous for a second there. You and me both, dude. He takes my hand and leads me back toward the stage. I can feel myself blushing a little. We finally settle back into our spot and wait for the band to start. Busy place, huh? Yeah, Pup really brings out a crowd. So you go to concerts a lot? Oh yeah. It's one of my absolute favorite things in the world. I think it's one thing to listen to music and to connect with it, but when you're in a room full of people connecting with the music just the same way that you are, that's magic. I suddenly have the urge to curse this tiny dad bladder. I never heard it put that way. That's really beautiful. Also, I have to pee. Hurry up, man. They're about to go on. I squeezed my way out of the crowd toward the restroom. I really should have gone before I left the house, but Amanda was watching beauty videos in the restroom. She had an eyeliner wing going half across her face, which was actually a pretty good look. I'm so proud of her. I make it to the restroom finally, but it's one of those single-person restrooms with a line forming outside of it. As soon as I finish my business, the band starts. Crap. People that were initially milling around the venue all crowd up against the stage and Pup plays the first song. How am I ever going to find Matt now? Everyone's rushing to the main stage to watch Pup play. I'm sure Matt will be out there too. I gotta get there without being trampled by all the rowdy youths. Avoid the youths.
This is the part of the game where you should have been hearing a licensed tune. We worked really hard to lock it down for you. We even got permission to whitelist the song for YouTube and Twitch. But their systems are seriously broken. What a bitch.
I need as many hearts as I can fucking get. I do not trust these rowdy teens.
The song that you're listening to right now. Don't you think it's better than risking content ID?
I'm almost there. This has got to be something. Stop bumping into me.
Check out the band called Pup and their song DVP.
Oh god. Okay, I have no chance. Let's go.
That's right, the band's called Pup and their song called DVP. The song is great and the video is tight. Yes, take it from me.
I am focusing so fucking hard.
And SNES games with the lyrics added into them.
This shit is intense.
Really cool, but it's kind of hard to explain right now. But you'll get it, I promise. You should really go check it out. It's a really good video.
I have hearts back. Okay. I managed to still be alive. Oh god. It's getting so fast. Help.
Don't you think it's better than risking content ID?
I keep forgetting that I can step off of the fucking...
Players, I have one decree. Please check out the
Please tell me it's done.
and
Tell me it's done.
song DVP.
Oh fuck, I'm sweating.
But really, content
Cool.
ID demands a serious convo. But is this the time or place to talk about it? Oh no.
I'm finally able to work my way through the crowd where Matt originally was, but he's nowhere to be found. Shoot, well I guess I should keep looking.
Oh god, how
I
did we get here?
guess
What are we doing? What a
I
mess.
bump... I can't.
What a
I'm
mess.
bumped into from behind and I find myself in the middle of a bunch of youths running around in a circle to the music. I'm in the pit. How did I get out of the pit? Out of nowhere, a youth shoulders himself into me and keeps moving in a circle. Hey, I guess I'm moving in the circle now. I frantically search for a way out, but all I can see is an ocean of youths rhythmically slamming into each other. Another youth slams into me and I lose my balance. I'm about to topple over. This is it. This is how I die, trampled under the boots of counterculture. Someone grabs my hand, someone familiar. I look up and see Matt. He pulls me back onto my feet. You're wild, dude. Matt throws his arms around me and we jump back into the circle, bashing into youths left and right as Pup plays a killer solo. I didn't know you messed with the pit. Me neither. I can't believe this. I'm having fun. I'm a little mad that I didn't stretch before physical activity, but I'm having fun. The song ends and the pit finally dissipates. Everybody cheers on Pup. Maybe I only got enough pit energy for one song. Haha, alright man, let's retreat. We'll show these kids how it's done another day. We work our way back to a more comfortable spot in the crowd and enjoy the rest of the show from a safe distance. Pup put on an amazing set and basically had to beg themselves off stage after their encore. With the concert over, the crowd starts making their way to the exit. Hey, I'll meet you outside. Gotta say bye to a couple people. Oh, thank God. The song's over. Okay. It's not that I dislike it. It's just that, like, talking and listening. Anyway. I hang outside of the venue until Matt finally shows up. Hey, man. Thanks for waiting. I got you a present. Matt hands me the t-shirt I was looking at earlier. Whoa, thanks, man. So I eyeballing it back at the merch booth. And I mean, anyone who tears it up that hard on their first time back to a concert deserves a reward. The youths will finally accept me. Finally, I will be able to infiltrate their ranks and defeat them not only on the field of battle, but as we have done today, but on a grander scale. We'll see you in the world pit, youths. Hey, Matt. Hey, it's Pup. Wow, they actually made, like, a appearance in game. Hey, dude, didn't realize you were here. So glad I can make it. You guys put on a great show. Thanks. Well, see you around. Wait, you know Pup? Oh yeah, met him a couple times when they first started touring. Good kids. Well, come on, let's grab some diner food. I suddenly realized just how hungry I am. Man, mosh pits take a lot out of you. Matt and I walk into a tiny little diner with a cute neon sign. After this date is done, I think I'll be done streaming. We tear into some bacon and eggs in the corner booth. So there I am in the pit, trying to explain to the face tattoo guy that I didn't mean to elbow him in the face tattoo, but he's already seen red. Not from the tattoo, which coincidentally was red. He's lumbering towards me and there's nowhere to go. It's the end for me, right? Then out of nowhere I get this idea. I just lean back and spread my arms and like that, I'm crowd surfing away from him in slow motion. You should have seen the look on his face. Bought him a beer afterwards and we were cool. We still follow each other on social media. He has beautiful kids. Glad you guys worked it out. Yeah, man. Just goes to show you that Punk's not dead. It just drives a minivan and has to hire a babysitter. So how did you see all these amazing concerts? Oh, I used to tour in a band. We were small, but it got us to travel all around the States. Whoa. Man. Yeah, I mean, we were poor and had to scrape a lot together just to survive, but I wouldn't trade those experiences for anything. But yeah, that's how I knew a bunch of those people at the show. Music like this builds an amazing community, especially in a town like this. Just a lot of positive energy and good vibes. I got that feeling. Plenty of friendly people, especially that Pablo kid. Oh man, everybody loves Pablo. His mom's been raising him on her own, and you can tell that it's been tough on both of them. I know he looks up to me, so I try to help him out whenever I can. That's really nice of you. Thanks. Us single parents just really have to look out for each other. How's Carmencita? Whatever. She says she wants to learn the drums. Oh boy. It'll be loud and I'll need to take a lot of aspirin, but I'll manage. Can't really blame her. I'm suddenly very grateful that all of my daughter's hobbies are super quiet. Photography, collaging, whatever it is that she does on the internet. Thanks, Amanda. I'm trying to be supportive of Carmencita's rebellious phase, but I guess that kind of defeats the purpose of it, doesn't it? I think it would be a good daddy-daughter activity to find something to rebel against together. Like what? Fashion, consumerism, big budget remakes of foreign films? Yes. Reading subtitles isn't even that hard. I think we just have to strive as a society to be okay with reading subtitles. He and I laugh. We keep digging into our big plates of greasy diner food. The breakfast I ordered for dinner is absolutely hitting the spot. Man, being a single dad is rough sometimes. It's a lonely feeling. I understand that all too well. I mean, at least we have the rest of the dads to talk to. Yeah, I don't know. I get really nervous sometimes talking to people. Matt gets nervous talking to people, but he's so cool. Me too. I've never really considered myself an extrovert and never really considered myself an introvert. I'm just uncomfortable in every situation, always. Ah, you're fine. You're actually really easy to talk to, you know that? I smile. Matt and I spend the rest of the night trading daughter stories. Turns out our kids are a lot alike. We finished up our late night dinners and head out. We walk back to the cul-de-sac, back to our respective houses. Tonight was a blast, man. Loved it, although I'm probably gonna feel it on my knees in the morning. Ha, you and me both. I, don't usually like going to these things alone. It was really cool to have you there with me. I'm glad. Alright, I'm calling it quits for the night. Stay cool, man. He called me cool. Matt called me cool! I walk into the house with my heart in my throat. Amanda pops her head out from her room. Hey, Pops, how's the show? Matt thinks I'm cool. You don't say. Manda Panda, Matt thinks I'm cool. Blind leading the blind, huh? Wow, I just got dunked on by my own child. Unbelievable. Hey Amanda, remind me which one of us just tore it up in the pit of punk show and which one of us just spent up 4 hours probably watching Tiny House Hunting Amish Triplets Extreme Edition? First of all, how dare you? That show is a classic. Second of all, you moshed in the pit? Who even are you? I am your extremely cool dad. Alright, I'm hitting the hay pop. See you in a bit. Night, kiddo. Alright. Oh!
Yeah, even Pitchfork would like that.
I got good dad points. Alright. We are saving. And that is where I am going to do the calling of it today. If I talk too much longer, I'm gonna fuck up my voice. And if I fuck up my voice, I can't work. And if I can't work, I don't make money. And also, if I fuck up my voice, I ruin like 20 of my other hobbies as well. So, we're not going to do that. We're gonna be careful. We're gonna be considerate of ourselves. We're gonna take the time to take care of ourselves. I was using all of this talking in order to stall while I look for somebody to raid, but nobody I know is streaming right now because it is the middle of the day and Wednesday, and I'm so fucking stupid. Anyway, I'll catch you all next time. Bye, and I hope you have a lovely rest of the day.